Okay guys, so if you'll notice, I took the liberty of, I just prepped the area everywhere where I believed I was going to weld to with grinding with the flap disc, a die grinder. This is my piece of sheet that I have here. This was from a floor pan for an entirely different car, and I'm just going to happen to make it work with my car. I have everything marked out. If you notice the dots on it, that's because I'm going to drill these out so I can plug weld it into place to help give it some of that strength and rigidity. So this is what we're working with. This will cover that hole inside the floor before we move on. Obviously this is a really big offender, so we're going to try to get him out of the way. But basically how I'm going to start with how I do every panels is I made my cuts so that way it fits in. I did my test fit. It's going to be pretty good. So now I'm just going to start drilling all these holes out, and then I'm going to weld through primer both sides of this panel just to make sure that it's safe, and then obviously I'll paint it after it's all in. Okay guys, so I partially stepped a little bit ahead and didn't record that much, but let me give you a rundown of what happened here. So this is all tacked into place. This is giving reinforcement, stitch, and a few rosettes where I was able to catch. This may not look the best, but it's definitely going to help out from what was missing from underneath. So that is just an older Blazer floor pan that I modified and cut to just use inside of a newer Blazer. This is a patch pan that was made previously about 4 years ago, and after salt and snow, it hasn't been doing the best. This is why if you look from the underside, you'll notice the pan is actually in much more decent shape as this being the patch pan on the bottom side, but now this is the top side that I did not paint. So that is why I had to put some primer on it, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after it dries. Same's gonna go for over there. I'm just gonna prime this so that way it converts to rust, and then I'll show you guys whenever I shine it up and then start welding to it. Okay, so last time we left off, I was showing you guys how I made that patch panel for the floor in there. Obviously, like I have said, please excuse the crudity of this model for the demonstration that I am showing you, for you can make much more presentational floor panels out of sheet metal. I, however, just don't care because this car was free. So, back to our regularly scheduled programming. If you will notice, this right here, I am reinforcing my rocker. I wanted to let you guys know, so you might be wondering, what do you do? As you noticed, I had tacked this in. Obviously, you can dress this up. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do here. I got a little trick that I'm going to show you guys how to stitch this up so that way it looks a little bit more complete, and it's a little bit stronger than just having a nice big gap in there. But, so you're here with your rocker. You want to marry it, but you want it to be a little bit stronger than just tack here and tack there at the A pillar. So, what are you going to do? Why, you're going to rosette it. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing that. You're going to use this. I'm using a step drill. You can also use a normal drill bit. I'm using both. I will show you guys how I do it. This was just the first one, and as you will see, these pieces were married, nice and strong. This piece is an old patch panel made in 2021, which was rusting apart. However, I used a rusty metal primer. I should have painted it back in 2021. However, I did not do that. So now I had to use rusty metal primer. However, the Rust-Oleum, just normal, hardware store, paint, as you see the black there, that was painted back in 2021, doing pretty good at keeping the metal good. And if you noticed, even keeping the metal still etchable, so that way the welder could just weld right to it. I didn't even prep that, I just welded it. Obviously, I'm using a Lincoln 210 MP, so that's definitely helping me here in being lazy. But just wanted you guys to know that obviously weld through primer is the golden goat for using a product that is going to etch your metal and make it weldable. However, the Rust-Oleum product, I must say, is proving itself to be useful again. So right now, I'm going to take him and I'm going to pilot a hole right in there, and then I'm going to vice grip him, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so I have made my pilot, and that will be my plug weld. So now I'm just going to take my clamp the two pieces of metal nice and tight together, and then I'm going to put in my weld. Just enough to fill it. You get it nice nice and cherry red like that. It often helps if you would take that and then you would tap it down with a body hammer. But if you'll notice, that plug is not half bad. I'm going to go ahead and stitch a little on top. Should be able to arc. Okay, so now if you look, it does not look too shabby. For the most part. Obviously, you take a grinder, you grind this down. That's how you're going to get the professional results that you may desire. So, but if you will notice, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take off. Hopefully you'll see. Not the best lighting, I know, I'm sorry. I'm out here in the middle of the night alone. Just doing me. And if you'll notice, hopefully you were able to see it, but it didn't move. Keep in mind, nothing here is really meant to be that strong. But since I just plug welded it, this is a little bit more just for added insurance, but the plug weld is going to be your strongest form of weld. Now, obviously I may do some stitching at the top for extra reinforcement, but I'm basically just going to zip down the line and add plug weld reinforcement where I see fit. And then we're going to take it from there. And then I'll show you guys where I'm at once I fill in the rest of my plug weld, and then we'll evaluate later. Alrighty, ladies and germs, so may not be up to your standards of restoration, but for the project we have here, it's more than good enough. This thing is nice and solid. If you'll see my plug welds, I did some stitch inside the seam just for added insurance. When I took off the vice grip clamp that I was using to marry the two pieces, did not even budge. So overall, it's not too shabby. And obviously, whenever you cover it up with this bad boy, well, would you look at that? You're not gonna notice anything. Because that's the whole point of having weather stripping. Ooh, weather stripping has seen better days though. That's for sure. 20-year-old weather stripping. So yeah, I'm gonna keep moving forward and I'll show you guys how I'm gonna reinforce that. But overall, my 2021 patch panel married to my 2025 patch panel on my 02 clapped out Blazer. We're just gonna keep going. Please like, comment, subscribe, guys. Keep following along for the installments. And soon too, you will be able to weld together things that you wouldn't even think would weld together. Because that's the whole point of the ironworking trade at the end of the day. To take two pieces of metal that you don't think should work together, and just make them work together. Because that's why we bought a welder, right? Anyway, guys, subscribe for some more. Okay, guys, fast forward a lot later. Yes, I know, I accidentally cut over a lot of stuff I wasn't supposed to cut over. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, basically, so that's that panel. It's finished. Is it done right? No, it's absolutely done wrong. But we don't really care about that. So this will be good enough to hopefully go another few years. Worry about it in 2027. Some welding over there, welded in back there. Anyway, whatever. Please feel free to rip me apart in the comments, because your hate is what gives me the guys' strength. Oh my God, absolutely. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you. Please subscribe to Rad Performance channel. And yeah, keep, I guess, up to see what I do next with this piece of garbage. All right. It's been real, guys. Deuces.